Here we go. I got it. I was hitting all the wrong buttons. I don't know what I was doing. All right. Hello. And I think you also were interested in this one today. Hold on, let me do it.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Yes, you are.
Feeling it.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Ask Dad. This is a dad show. It's not just for dads, but it's for everyone that wants fatherly advice from a real dad. Whether you are here for the bad dad joke or to gain some insight, Will Snow is the man, the myth, and the legend in his own mind. He knows all things. So, welcome to today's episode of Ask Dad. Yeah. I'm really into the sound effects too.
Yeah, it's just it's time. Yeah, I'm really kind of going to work these in here.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you there, Will Snow?
Oh, I am fabulous, Debo. You're looking amazing today and sounding in fine voice.
Well, thank you so much.
You are welcome. So, I got a dad joke if you're interested.
I am. I also have a dad joke, but you go first.
Oh, okay. So I just wanted to, let you know actually that I bought the world's worst thesaurus yesterday.
That's so.
Yeah, not only is it terrible, it's terrible.
No. No. You need to say a trombone. I was expecting you to say all of the.
But it's a thesaurus. It's terrible.
Okay.
All
right. You want mine?
I have a better one. Oh, it's okay.
All right.
Later.
Save it for next time.
I'll save it for next time. Go ahead.
I have so many too. Let's see. Choose a number. Choose 5, 6, or 7.
7.
7. Okay. Where do pirates buy hooks?
I do not know. Where do pirates buy hooks?
At the secondhand store.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Hey.
There you are.
Hey. All right. So what is the thought of the day today, Will Snow?
Oh, my rant for today. Oh, God. Yeah, I was actually on one of my favorite online platforms, Instagram.
Ooh. All the reels.
Yeah, the reels. Oh, the reels. The travel reels. Oh my God, the travel reels.
So I'm just gonna tell a little story.
Okay.
I digress. I had put this reel together of you and I, and listeners, you don't know this, but if you follow us on Instagram, I will ask Dad. You will see it. However, I was all excited because it got, I don't know, let's just say for easy numbers, 500 views. And I was like, look all the views we got. And what was it you said to me, Will Snow?
Well, like half of them were yours.
Well, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, let's go back to you were on Instagram.
I was.
One of your favorite platforms.
Yeah,
Tell
well,
us
I mean, it's fun. And don't take it too seriously, right? And don't get your information from Instagram.
Correct.
Come here for your information.
That's correct.
That's absolutely right.
Because Will Snow is the man who knows all things. Yeah.
Okay.
Continue.
So so I've been hearing a lot of these Gen X and the millennial and Gen Z hating Gen X and of course boomers. Everybody hates
every
boomers.
generation
right?
seems to hate the other generation on these platforms.
But it really it kind of fed into other things that I've been seeing. Obviously this is an election year in the United States and there is a lot of polarization. A lot of polarization. It's very, very difficult to talk to people about. And it doesn't prevent people from talking, but what they're usually doing is just not actually listening to anybody. They're just talking.
Yeah.
So, the thing is, what I've been noticing quite a bit is this tendency that I'm seeing a lot of to paint entire generations with the same brush. Yes. These sweeping generalizations that occur. I see it, we're obviously seeing it in the political parties. It says, all Republicans must do this, or all Democrats must do that.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of brought up some very interesting memories from my childhood when people were doing a lot of generalization based on race and ethnicity. And what can I tell you? It is lazy thinking is what it is. Very, very lazy thinking. When you sweep people, with this broad paintbrush of generalization, you are essentially demeaning and diminishing them, demeaning and diminishing their own unique experiences in life. And it's not necessary. It's not helpful.
No.
It is absolutely not helpful. And it is a bit lazy. It is also, I would say, that's a fear-based response. We talk about fear-based responses. This is fear.
Yes.
And again, as I said, it's certainly not a loving response. If you're going to make a decision out of fear or love, and just think about it for a second before you post that next reel, before you say that next thing, is what you're saying, where's your motivation? What are you basing this on? Is this a love-based motivation? Is this a fear-based motivation? I can pretty much promise you, with my experience in life and all the lifetimes I've had, I can tell you with all integrity that if you're making fear-based decisions, if that's your prime motivator, it's generally not going to result in a very positive outcome. Okay? It's not what we're about. It's not what we're here for.
Correct.
And, so, the concept that people don't have nuance is insane. And while you may have certain points that you want to make and say, hey, from my perspective, I'm seeing it this way. Fine. Talk about your experience. What is your experience? That you can talk to with integrity, but don't cast your experience on other people and make those kinds of rash judgments, because you're limiting the beauty of that human being and the beauty of that potential relationship. And who knows what happened? Who knows?
Right. Who knows what they went through 5 minutes ago, an hour ago, 5 days ago, whatever, a year ago.
And who knows what might happen to you if you open your mind a little bit.
Yes.
And actually just allow people to be the best they are, and take it, really just kind of maybe take it from a more positive perspective.
Yes.
Just try it. See how it works. You might find out that you actually learn something.
You're loving the sound effects today, too.
I am indeed. Awesome. But, so listeners, again, thank you very much for all of your questions. We're getting so many great questions these days. We're really impressed. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
We're going to have a session where all we do is just answer questions, because this is just amazing. Though I do like my ranting. I really like my ranting.
I think we should keep the rant, even if it's just a 60-second rant.
Okay, well, if I could keep it to 60 seconds, that'd be amazing.
I think, true. But I do think that it comes from a place of love.
Well, it does. That's why we do this, because we love our listeners, and we are trying very hard to help them to open up and look at the world in a different way.
Yes, absolutely. And, and make the world a better place.
Well,
less judgment, more open hearts, open minds.
And you never know. Maybe this will actually pop its way through, and people will do that, because honestly, we're here. We're only here for a limited amount of time. Yeah. All of us have a limited amount of resources. We have a limited amount of time. What are we here for? What is this ride about? I mean, keep it in the back of your mind. We're here to experience life. We're here to elevate each other. We're here to learn, to love, to grow as human beings. That's what it's all about. There really isn't anything else. And I talked to a guy. Now, this is really interesting. I talked to this individual and in a life coaching kind of session, and he had $60 million from a business deal that he had done. Now, that's
significant.
Yay. I mean, no, seriously.
Yeah, that's off. Woo.
But, at the same time, he is miserable. he's he's like, he's so sad. He's like, I'm never going to be able to support my family. I'm never going to be. And I was talking to him about, well, what do you do in life? What are you doing, with your relationships? Talk to me about your friendships. Talk to me about some of the things you do to have joy in this world. And this is the message I was saying, well, I don't have time to have joy. And
it's very sad.
I'm
Very
sorry.
sad.
This is not what we're here for. I mean, honestly, everybody's got their own motivations, everybody's got their own targets and all of that stuff. And I'm not gonna sit in judgment of that. But I mean, you get hit by a car tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you got assets. But what did you do with this life? Yeah. Who have you lifted up? How have you reached beyond yourself to help other people? How have you, experienced this beautiful world? I mean, even if I want to take that $60 million and I'm going to have a lot of fun and really experience life, I'm not here to say what one person does is right, one person does is wrong, but boy, what I heard coming out of him was just a lot of fear. Just a ton of fear. I won't have enough. I don't have enough. I'll never have enough. Okay.
Well, obviously, that comes from some type of conditioning.
And I, but you see it though.
You do.
Very all over the place. It's like, when is enough enough?
Yeah.
Can never have enough of the things that you don't really need. And I didn't come up with that, but
we're using it.
Mangling that quote, and I'm proud of my mangling. Okay. So, but we were talking about questions.
Yeah. We actually have one. It's I've read it already. It's a little intense, so be prepared. And thank you again, listeners, subscribers. We appreciate you. This question is from Dave in Pittsburgh. He says,
Pittsburgh, black and gold,
black and gold. Yes, where I'm from. So, okay, I am 30 years old. And my parents recently passed away in an auto accident with a drunk driver. First of all, Dave, I am so sorry.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Awful. As their only child, I received their home, life insurance payout, and inheritance that I'm currently saving and investing. Unfortunately, though I am still struggling through this horrible loss, my change in financial status has drawn the attention of my friends who are now pitching me with business plans and requests for charitable donations to fix their life problems. I don't want to drive away my friends because I don't want to be alone right now, and I'm having difficulty trusting anyone new because I'm not sure of their motivations. At a time like this, I could always rely on my father for advice, but now I have no one to turn to. What should I do? So first of all, Dave, thank you so much for reaching out. I'm so sorry.
That is heartbreaking. I'm so sorry for your loss. Honestly, it is just unimaginable, and that is the situation you're being put in right now. My heart goes out to you. You say that you have no one to turn to. Well, I mean, aside from us, of course, you can always turn to us, right? But I mean, listen, is there anybody in your life that you might be able to talk with, your an uncle or an aunt, a grandparent perhaps, a mentor, all of the. But I mean, the trust issue is that's something that is very difficult to get past. That is a fear issue, though. Yes. I'm just going to let you know that is a fear issue, and everything you're talking about right now. And I mean this in the kindest possible way. This is all fear-based. You're fearful that your friends have poor motivations. You're fearful that you'll be alone. You're fearful, clearly, that, of being fearful of maybe wasting the resources that your parents bequeathed you. All of these things are fear-based. I think it would be very wise to talk to a grief counselor.
Absolutely.
At this point, if you're not, I would highly recommend that. I might recommend as well that you don't make any financial decisions at all
Right.
that you can avoid for at least a period of 12 months. Don't make any big financial decisions, okay? Just don't. Because your headspace is not, and I've been through this, your headspace is just, you think you're okay, but it's just you've been ripped out of the world and kind of put in, it's like the world that you knew is just
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to put it all together. You would hope that your friends would be supportive and loving and not do this, but sometimes people are people and they have their own issues and they're going to want to, get some help with their issues. Like I said, just let everything sit for a little bit. Do get some grief counseling. I would suggest maybe it might not be a horrible idea to potentially talk to a financial advisor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Though take everything they say with a grain of salt
Yes.
because they can be as misleading as others and they have their own particular set of issues as well and their desires. So it's just be careful. You're at a point right now where you're just very, very,
Vulnerable.
very vulnerable. And that said, I will say this. It is not a horrible thing to want to help out your friends. It is not a horrible thing to take some of what you have found in you that you've come in, the money that you've come into to help other people. There's no harm in that. Okay. What I would recommend is that you budget that. Don't say I'm willing to help my friends, but only to this certain amount of money, and that's it. But budgeting and making long-term financial decisions and, those things are not what you're supposed to be doing right now. What you're supposed to be doing right now is healing from your tremendous loss. Friends that can't understand that right now doesn't mean they're horrible people. Don't blow them off completely, but don't allow yourself to be brought into that discussion. Put a boundary up.
Yes.
Say, hey, look, I'm not going to talk about anything financial. I'm not going to talk about anything like this at this point in time. Your friends, your true friends, will absolutely understand that.
Yes, absolutely.
Surround yourself with people who love you and support you unconditionally.
Yes.
And give yourself time to heal. But again, when you're making your decisions with respect to your friends, do it out of love.
Yeah.
Make these decisions out of love, not out of fear. This is the way, right? That's the
Yeah, this is the way.
This is the way. You have to put, and it's just so hard. And is honestly just one of the most heartbreaking questions I've heard in a long time.
Absolutely.
But I, honestly, just set it all aside for a year. It's not going to go away. Just put it in the bank or whatever.
One thing that you said when you're talking about putting up boundaries and how your true friends will respect that. Because, there could be a lot of people in our lives that we may just use the word friends, and maybe they're not those true friends that truly know us or care for us. And if somebody doesn't respect those boundaries, then it's okay to step away from them because you want to, as you said, Will Snow, you want to surround yourself with love and support and the people who truly know you.
And especially at a time like this, this is what you need to be focusing on. There are just, it is the way of the world that people will want to manipulate and take advantage of people's vulnerability. it's not. We'd be kidding ourselves if we said that didn't happen. But honestly, take your time. If you want, you could put your money in a 12-month CD.
Oh.
So it's locked, basically. I mean, you can always break out of it, but, it costs you. So you could put it all in a 12-month CD and not look at it and not think about it for a while.
That's a really good idea.
Just to give yourself some free space.
Emotional breathing room.
Right, and then you can tell everybody, the money's locked up. I can't do it. I can't access it.
Yeah.
And it gives you time to actually think things through. But I would always, always, always be looking for a good grief therapist, a mentor in this time. If you don't have any family that you can rely on, and sometimes I have to say, family is actually the worst about this. And so, honestly, because they know all your vulnerabilities, and they, that can be sometimes really manipulative. So,
Group therapy as well. You said grief counseling.
Grief counseling, yeah,
is wonderful too, because a lot of people they understand because they're going through very similar events, unfortunately, but it can help.
And so what I would ask you is, reach out to us again if you want. I'm always happy to, bring this out again to our audience. I'm open to any suggestions that our audience has.
Yes, absolutely.
If you've got some suggestions for Dave, that's awesome. Again, just be kind to yourself here. Be loving to yourself, and I wish you all the best.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dave, for writing in. It was, again, I'm so sorry for your loss and what you're going through, but appreciate that you reached out to us for help. So thank you. And thank you everyone else as well, our listeners and subscribers. Thank you for tuning in to Ask Dad. This is the show of fatherly advice for all, with a smattering of bad dad jokes. The love is real and the man is real. So we will see you next time.
Well, wait.
Until then.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. All right. You're interrupting my outro.
I know your outro's so good, but I felt like we needed to end on a little bit more.
You want another dad joke?
I do.
All right. Will Snow has dad joke numero. Go ahead. Number 2.
Okay. I'm so anxious.
Oh, go.
I'm so eager.
He's so eager. Let's just get a big smile on his face.
So, why can't a leopard?
You don't have your glasses on. They're right next to you. Put them on so you can see what you're saying.
Oh, that's terrible. I just totally screwed this joke up.
He does that too. He messes up so many jokes. If you want another dad joke, here, I bet I have one. All right. So, what is Forrest Gump's password? 1 Forrest 1.
God, come on.
Should I have said it with the accent? 1 Forrest 1. All right. All right. Well, I'm going back to my outro. Thank you very much. So we will see you next time. Until then, please continue to send us your dad jokes at will@iwillaskdad.com. Any questions, any comments, anything you want to talk about, we'll talk about it all. We'll talk about the good. We'll talk about the bad. And we will talk about the dad.
I forgot my glasses.